ancestors used to do it differently, and Keoki knows how.
You know what I mean, yeah? Out of how Sokoman. It looks like the burlap bag. Like the village people.
Okay. So he's saying they used to use it's like a hibiscus plant. It's related to the hibiscus family. The hau tree, they strip the bark on the inside and they would weave mats. Labor intensive. It's much easier to buy a burlap bag.
And if anyone on Molokai needs to buy plastic sheeting, they come to Kauna Kakai. Almost half the people on the island live in the little capital. Raquel also comes here regularly with her school bus. Today she's driving primary school kids from a so-called Hawaiian immersion school. Here, all subjects are taught in Hawaiian. They start learning English as their first foreign language in the 5th grade.
Sit down, everybody, the bus is moving.
Raquel used to go to school here too. Back then, in the 1970s, the Hawaiian language was in danger of being forgotten. Missionaries had previously banned it, and for decades no one in Hawaii seemed particularly bothered that their own mother tongue was slowly dying out.
When we were going to school, we lost the language. It was basically we needed to speak English. Maybe after we graduated and 5 years after that, or 6 years, they started to bring back the language to the young kids. So they kind of revived the language later part when we finished school to the younger kids. But it's never too late to learn Hawaiian. So anybody can learn Hawaiian.
Last stop, Cruden Bay, named after Raquel's grandfather. A handful of people live here in what feels like the middle of nowhere. One of them is Walter Naki, a friend of Mikiala. The skipper knows the waters around Molokai better than anyone else. He's a fisherman who grew up on the island. Walter gets his boat ready. From the shore it looks harmless, but the weather is about to turn. The wind is at 4-6 and the waves are up to 3 meters high. Walter wants to visit friends on the inaccessible northeast coast of the island, 15 nautical miles away. But he soon has to turn back. The waves are simply getting too high. Nature on Molokai. It can be forbidding, especially under the tallest ocean cliffs in the world. The rocks soar up more than a kilometer into the sky, bracing themselves against the Pacific like a mighty bulwark. Walter's been doing this for long enough to understand when the ocean is giving him a sign, and without his boat, the fishermen would soon be destitute. All good reasons to turn back. On the crest of a wave, he surfs back to his home bay. Walter loves the thrill of it, and he's a friendly kind of guy, but he'd rather not have too many visitors. That, after all, is Molokai.
We still want our seclusion too. We still want it unpopulated. We still look for your secluded beach or waters for that matter.
For the time being, Walter has nothing to worry about. A 5-kilometer sandy beach with not a soul in sight is something you won't find anywhere else on Hawaii.
Oh, no, Levi. It's a place with the natural high. Life on the East Molokai. No, Levi.
Back with the Pasquayas. The big moment has come. After 5 hours in the homemade Hawaiian steam ovens, the turkeys are dug out of the imu. The whole family joins in. It wasn't easy rounding them all up. On Molokai, clocks tick even more slowly than on the other islands. Head cook Keoki actually wanted to be back here an hour ago.
Yeah, we have one called Judy. Okay. Right down the middle.
If the turkeys are ruined, there'll be long faces at home. But Keoki seems happy.
Nice. 5 minutes, man. That's good. The fire was hot. Everything we cooked, guaranteed. Yeah. So it's done, I guess, yeah.
It's the third and last day of the big family get-together. Keoki and Mikiala have worked really hard for this. They were planning and preparing the celebration for their relatives weeks in advance, encouraging all their friends on the island to help out. The two of them have what people on these islands sometimes lack: positive energy, dynamism, and pride in their own heritage. Many descendants of the original Polynesian settlers on Hawaii have become lethargic and have long since abandoned their dreams. No question of the Pasquayas doing that. After the American evening yesterday, today they're celebrating in true Hawaiian style. At the end of the party, everything's mixed together. Hawaiian, English, key, rhythm, everything. The main thing is for the whole Pasquaya family to sing together.
So I won't hesitate no more, it cannot wait. I'm yours. Just try to see it clear. Right above the glass, so I turn your face and I laugh. So I won't hesitate no
And then the big family gathering is over. Many Pesquayas are traveling back to Oahu, Maui, and Big Island. And some are staying on Molokai, like Keoki, who wouldn't want to swap with any of his relatives from the other islands.
The life is definitely slower and a lot richer. You know, you tend to see things differently because we don't have all this money or monetary things. We share more because we cannot buy things, so we share what we have. And I think that has never gone away from this island. We've always shared everything.
Mikiala also sees their future on Molokai.
My hope is that this place doesn't change. I think Molokai is a very unique and special place. There's no other place like it in the world, and as the Hawaiian Islands evolve and progress is made and there's all this development and outside influences coming in and the islands are just changing so fast, I hope that Molokai stays the same.
Gary, Raquel, Keoki, and Mikiala. They all live in the present. They're not old-fashioned, and yet in many ways they seem to be utterly removed from contemporary life in Hawaii. A trip to Molokai is always also a trip back in time to the authentic Hawaii of the past. Here on Molokai, the classic dream of a Pacific paradise is more tangible than anywhere else on the archipelago. This island is the one that most vividly incorporates the mythical image of Hawaii.
Die Erforschung unseres elektrischen Himmels ist eines der großen Abenteuer der Wissenschaft. Eine Reise ins Innere von Gewitterzellen und an die Grenzen der Physik. In eine Welt, die nie zuvor ein Mensch gesehen hat.
Coming.